Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here. Well, there is a global darkening and dimming plot to exterminate humanity, and it is now underway. And it's likely your tax dollars could go towards funding it. Well, what am I talking about? I'm talking about a plan being concocted between globalists and scientists in which they plan on injecting aerosols, also known as chemtrails and geoengineering, into our skies by the thousands in order to stop the fake lie narrative that they've published about, well, global cooling, global warming, climate change, whatever name they dub it by. Now, this is different from our everyday chemtrails because they basically want to double and triple the amount of chemtrails that they're putting in our skies. Check out this report from naturalnews.com published December 2018. Terraforming has begun. Global dimming is a plot to exterminate humanity by terraforming the atmosphere with smog pollution, killing Earth's food crops, and unleashing ecological collapse. It goes on. Now we have come to the end game for humanity. This is it, folks. They have a plan to collapse global food production, kill off over 90% of the human race, devastate natural ecosystems, and pollute the Earth's atmosphere. And it's all being sold to you under the banner of environmentalism. The scheme is called global dimming, and it's a dangerous geoengineering plot to spray billions of tons of smog into the atmosphere so that pollution levels would block sunlight and halt global warming. This is literally what the mad environmental scientists are now proposing, the very same people who have for years claimed that chemtrails are a conspiracy theory and don't exist. Now, all of a sudden, they want to chemtrail the entire planet in order to save us all from global warming. Interesting. What are they calling this? Well, stratospheric aerosol injections. Let me take you to the actual report there, and it's titled Stratospheric Aerosol Injection Tactics and Cost in the First 15 Years of Deployment. Now, this was published November 2018 by IOP Science, and this is an actual proposal. But the abstract is what I want to focus in on, and it states, we review the capabilities and cost of various lofting methods intended to deliver sulfates, keyword, into the lower atmosphere. We lay out a future solar geoengineering deployment scenario of having an increase in anthropogenic radioactive forcing beginning 15 years hence by deploying materials to altitudes as high as 20 kilometers. After surveying an exhaustive list of potential deployment techniques, we settled upon an aircraft-based delivery system. It goes on to talk about the cost, and it says we calculate early year cost of 1,500 ton one of material deployed, resulting in an average cost of 2.25 billion a year over the first 15 years of deployment. That's a lot of money. It goes on to state that they conclude by arguing that, while cheap, such an aircraft-based program would unlikely be a secret because everybody's going to see them in the skies, right? Given the need for thousands of flights annually by airliner-sized aircraft operating from an international array of bases. Wow. It's only going to cost $2.25 billion for the next 15 years and miscellaneous costs here and there in addition to that. And we can't keep it a secret because, hey, people are going to see multiple lines in the sky all the time. And what are they dropping? Sulfate dioxide. So that makes me ask, what effect does sulfur dioxide have on the planet and have on us, human beings? Does it actually do anything harmful to the environment or to our bodies, this smog? that they're putting up in the skies? Well, check this out. Here's the actual definition of sulfur dioxide. It is the chemical compound with the formula SO. It is a toxic gas with a burnt match smell. It is released naturally by volcanic activity and is produced as a byproduct of the burning of fossil fuels contaminated with sulfur compounds and copper extraction. So why is this harmful to humans? Here's what I found on the internet, and it says sulfur dioxide affects human health when it is breathed in. It irritates the nose, the throat, the airways, and causes coughing, wheezing, shortness of breath, or a tight feeling around the chest. Those most at risk of developing problems if they are exposed to sulfur dioxide are people with asthma or similar conditions. It goes on to ask, can sulfur dioxide kill you? And it states this: some of these pollutants are directly harmful to humans. For example, carbon monoxide is toxic and, if breathed in, can cause death. Other pollutants are harmful to the environment, so cause harm to humans indirectly. For example, sulfur dioxide causes acid rain, which can damage or kill trees and crops. So, they want to drop sulfur dioxide in mass numbers, something that causes acid rain on our heads, in order to prevent the hoax of global warming cooling lie? Wow. What other repercussions does this have? And I thought about a few of them. Okay, for starters, if it's acid rain falling on us, well, that's not going to be good. That alone has severe repercussions on humanity. But what about, well, say, blocking out the sun in and of itself is going to diminish our vitamin D, because if you're blocking the rays, we all need vitamin D, and without it, people can get cancer. So that's going to increase our health risks. How about for the food supply? You're blocking out the sun. Well, photosynthesis tells you that it needs sun to survive. So our plants, our food will all start to diminish because it's being blocked by a smog, like smog, pollutant. It's being blocked. And so our food supply will diminish. Our animals who rely on plants for food will diminish. All together, you're going to see a major hit in the food supply if they ever push something and actually follow through with this. And keep in mind, they are already following through with this right now on a smaller scale. You see chemtrails in the sky all the time. There is an agenda and there is a motive underway. Not to mention the planet will get colder. But these are some of the hazards of what these mad scientists are suggesting to save the planet from a lie. Anyhow, I'd love to get your thoughts, comments, and concerns on this. What do you think about it? Because I don't see saving of a planet. I see depopulating humanity, which just so happens to be a goal of the New World Order globalists. As Kissinger says, it is easier, he says, to kill 1 million rather than to control 1 million. Very sad, unfortunate things being said by some of those in power. Anyhow, please don't forget to check out my partner at TrumpCoin2020.com. Right now, you've got a great deal on this. If you get 3 or more, you have free shipping. Use the code LISA. And also, it's got President Trump on the front. On the back, it's got a list of all his accomplishments. Great little coin, great little memorabilia to send to friends and family members this holiday season, which is exactly what I'm going to do because I think it's a great gift and a great bartering tool if anything happens in the future. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.